In this upgrade of Looking Glass, we give you the capability of dealing with a very thorny problem. Sometimes when you're building a lab set, you end up with many different versions of the same lab test, just with different names. So let's say you're building a new event definition. Here we are in the cohort build. We go to the new definition. We open up the new definition. And now we're going to actually look for a specific lab test. Well, let's take a look at hemoglobin A1C. So we're going to add the condition, and the lab condition is going to be, usually, a lab test type. In lab test type, we're going to select, and we take a look, and we type in hemoglobin A1C. And what now we notice is there are a number of hemoglobin A1Cs. Which one do we want? Well, suppose we want all of them. How do we get them all? Well, the way we get them all is instead of using lab test type, we go to something called Grouped Numeric Labs. And then it automatically goes to something called inset. You open up the set. I'm going to clear it here. And I'm now going to build a set of laboratory tests that are all called hemoglobin A1C. I'll just call hemoglobin A1C. Let's take a look. I'm going to find them. And as you'd expect, they would all show up here. They're not showing up. I may have misspelled it. So let's just go hemoglobin. We'll type in hemoglobin. We'll take a look for all the ones that might be hemoglobin A1Cs. And here you have them. Here's one hemoglobin A1C. Here's another. I'm holding now the control key, clicking on each one. And I'm going to add them into my assigned list. And now I'm going to save them in a set that I'm going to call hemoglobin A1C. And it's saved set. And I then close it. And I choose hemoglobin A1C as my set. And now, just as I would do with any other set, I can set a value if I would like. The value would be another condition, and that condition would be a lab value of greater than or equal to 9.5. And so I've now created a laboratory event, which I'm going to call hemoglobin A1C, built upon a group numeric set. And it will work exactly as if you were building it just on hemoglobin A1C itself. Let's update and close. Let's build it for a duration of January 2015. One 15 to 2/1/15. Update and close. Hemoglobin A1C. Update and close. Give it a name. Hemoglobin build it. And now I can browse it. Give me the Group Numeric Labs lab test value, and I'm ready to browse. Run. You notice Excel spreadsheet shows up below. You open it up. Enable editing. And here are the lab test values. Notice how all the lab values are treated exactly the same. They're all in one column. Lab test value. And here is an index for the Grouped Numeric Labs. This must be the internal index for what those different hemoglobin A1Cs were, but they're all being treated in the same column as the same value. You're able to look at multiple lab values at one time in one column, even though the source system has given you multiple laboratory value names.